Welcome back to our 14-day hip and hamstring challenge. Today I'm bringing you a yin yoga practice with our pigeon pose. So we're going to come to a tabletop first. And just bring your right knee forward behind your right wrist. Then shuffle your left foot back. So ideally we want the hips to be square. You might want to place a blanket or a block underneath the right hip to help keep your hips square. Otherwise, if it's too much, you can also just roll over to that right hip, perhaps even just coming to the inside of that back knee. We're focusing on the right hips and glutes here. And maybe you just stay here on your palms, or perhaps you can come a little further down onto your elbows. If you've got a little bit more range, maybe you can even lower your head down to the mat. So once you've found a relatively comfortable position, we're just going to hold here and find stillness. And just focus on your breath. We're going to stay here for 10 rounds of breath. So the purpose of yin yoga is to really get right down into the fascia, the deep connective tissues. And getting a deep stretch into the right hip and glutes. Sometimes in these poses, because we're staying still physically, our mind will want to wander off. Perhaps you feel the pose becomes stronger and it feels more intense. If so, try to gently bring your awareness back to the way your breath is moving in and out through your nose. Focus on counting the breaths. We've just got 3 more rounds of breath on this side. And when you have completed those 10 rounds of breath in total, we're going to make our way up to release out of a yin stretch. We want to be really gentle and really slow. Walking your hands back. You might just tuck your back toes under and shuffle your back foot forward. Just keep shuffling it back, really using minimal effort in that right leg. Again, you can push down from your mat with your hands and lift the hips so you can step your right knee all the way back to a tabletop and shake out those hips. Bringing a bit of blood flow back. And we'll come straight to the other side. So same thing, bringing your left foot forward this time, left knee forward. Shuffling your right foot back. Either keeping your hips square, using any props you need to help, or leaning over towards that left hip. You're still going to feel that same stretch into your left hip and your glutes. Okay, so once you've found that position, whether it's just staying up on your hands, coming down to your elbows or your forearms, then find stillness again. Learning how to let go and surrender. Softening your whole body into stillness. Particularly in this pose, sometimes a lot of emotions can come up. So don't be surprised if you're feeling a little bit angry, frustrated, or sad all of a sudden. We're just starting to unblock some of the energy channels here. Releasing some of the emotional tension stored here in the hips. Just acknowledge that you're experiencing these emotions. And see if you can let them go. Feel them float or melt away. Staying for 3 more breaths. And slowly making your way back up. Reversing your path gently and slowly again. Tucking your back toes under. Lifting your hips. And then with as minimal effort as possible, push down into your mat with your hands and step your left foot back, left knee back. And shake your hips left, right, bringing blood flow back to both hips and just noticing how they're feeling here now.